And I think the answer is pretty obvious. I think we should invest it all in ball bearings because, as you know, and I think as the world knows, it's all ball bearings these days.
Happy birthday, JP. If you have $1 million, I'd buy you this car.
Matthew, if you had $1 million to spend with JP, what would you spend it on?
Well, last time JP and I had $1 million, we went through it in about a night in China. So we probably need $2 million if we're going out with JP.
JP, I know exactly what I would do. I would buy a radio channel for you on Sirius XM so that we could listen nonstop 24/7 to all your stories. Nobody tells a story better than you, JP. And I'm gonna call it Just Joking with JP. How's that sound?
That'd be good.
If we won $1 million on lottery tickets, I'd tell you, hey JP, we won $100.
If we had $1 million, we'd spend it all in Vegas or invest it all in Bitcoin.
In the past 30 years, I'm thinking we've probably spent close to $1 million together. I would want to do it exactly the same way. More or less what we would do, we would probably spend the first morning at the Ralph Lauren outlet in Michigan City, and then we might go for an early afternoon drink at the Ritz-Carlton in Chicago, and then we would work our way southeast and we would go to Hong Kong and have a very nice penthouse suite together, and it would be lovely and not at all weird.
Hey, if we had $1 million, we'd buy you a lifetime supply of tater tots, take you to Budapest, and maybe even hit the World Cup.
Hi JP, it's the Minins, and we are not creative, so we're here to wish you a happy birthday. Doug has his libertarian hat on.
Happy
Jerry?
birthday, you stinking commie.
If I had $1 million to spend, I would spend it by taking us down to Miami for Ultra Music Festival weekend. We would blow it out of the water. We would have the top floor suite of a hotel that overlooked the park. We would have our own private cabana by the pool, and we would have our all access passes to meet the DJs as well. We'd have a great time.
Happy birthday, JP. We listened to your feedback over the years, and since this was a special birthday, we wanted to get you something very special. And we got a Margaret Elizabeth upgraded to the original family.
If I had $1 million to spend on your birthday, I would throw your wedding reception all over again, because in my 10-year-old mind, that was one of the best parties ever.
Hey JP, we already know. We would give it to the Salvation Army. Because I remember those days back at Northbrook Court malls when we used to run around shouting, Merry Christmas!
If I had $1 million, I would convert it all into coins and put it into a pool so that you could dive into it Scrooge McDuck style. I've constructed a prototype of what it would look like with you in the pool of coins. Just look at you. You're just so happy in this pool of dirty, dirty coins. Happy birthday.
Hello, JP, Sam, and Denise Newton here.
And we are here to wish you a very happy 50th birthday.
JP, one of the fondest memories I have was when you took me to Chicago and treated me to a Cubs game.
And if we had $1 million to spend on your birthday, we would make sure the World Series was between our St. Louis Cardinals and your Chicago Cubs.
We'd buy box seat tickets behind home plate for each and every game for you and I and Denise and Jill.
We would also make sure the series went to 7 games.
On the 7th game, Joe Buck would look out to the crowd and call J.P. Clauson up to help him announce the game.
It's the bottom of the ninth. Score is tied.
There's 2 outs. The manager looks in the skybox and brings J.P. Clauson in to pinch hit for the Cubbies. The pitcher gets the sign. He delivers. It's a high, hard inside fastball.
And it's out of the park.
J.P. Clauson, home run! Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win!
You're 50. You've got me by a few years. I'll be there soon enough. But apparently, we've got $1 million to spend. I thought a lot about this, things we could do, save AKL, but the recent events of that seem to make that problematic. So let's not save the world. Oh, and newsflash to your kids. They're not going to inherit anything, so you and I might as well spend it. So here's the deal. I think that you and I should take Jill and Allie and go on a round-the-world trip with the Four Seasons. They've got a jet. They fly you around. They go everywhere in the world. They'll knock off about half of the money that we've got to spend. And then the rest, I think that we buy a partial share of NetJet so that we can travel whenever we want, wherever we want, right from Purdue, and we don't have to go to Indianapolis.
Okay, so here's what I would do if I had $1 million. Remember that time in high school
where we both met each other downtown, but we didn't know we were going to be downtown, and we secretly did that without telling our parents. Well, this time with $1 million, we would get private jets, and we would go out in Paris, and we would tell the world.
I was thinking, if you and I had $1 million, I think what we do is we just hang out at Purdue some weekend, and I do mean one weekend. We would just hang out with all the sorority girls, wear our gear, and tell them how awesome it was to be in AKL and all the stuff they missed out on. Maybe take them out, nice dinner at Arnie's, maybe hang out at Harry's for a few drinks or two. You know, we'd really, really push it to the limit because only you and I could push it as much as anybody else could.
If I had $1 million to spend with JP, we would buy a restaurant together to live out our childhood fantasy that we had on Greenwood Avenue of owning and running a restaurant. We would upgrade ourselves to taking orders on iPads as opposed to waitress pads that we thought were really cool in the 1970s.
If I had $1 million, I would rent a bus for you to drive us down to Augusta and play a round of golf.
If I had $1 million, I'd buy you a Skyline franchise. And if I had $1 million, I'd buy you furniture for your franchise, like a countertop and a bar stool.
What would we do if we had $1 million to spend with JP Clauson?
We would definitely start by buying season tickets to the Cubs game.
Then we wouldn't have to give our bobbleheads to Margaret.
Who would have thought the Cubs would have won the World Series, JP, just before you turned 50 years old?
If we had $1 million to spend with JP, we would...
Well, I don't know. Let's start. We'll rent out Wrigley Field. You can get some of your favorite bands, come and play. And then we'll follow the Cubs for the whole season and just watch them play all year. And with whatever money we got left over, we'll get some blow and some hookers. Welcome to the club, old man.
Happy birthday, JP. The question is, what would we do if we had $1 million to split? Well, after taxes, that would only be about $250,000 each, and that's about enough to put into a mutual fund and have an incrementally more comfortable retirement. But you may be wondering why I'm on the set of Meet the Press. It's to remind you that if we had real money, we would quit everything we're doing and start the political talk show / debate show we always talked about doing. This talk show would be in the fine tradition of many other shows such as Meet the Press, McLaughlin Group, Crossfire, and other odd mixes of people debating. Now, I know we could put our show on YouTube, a YouTube channel like the kids do these days, but I want to go old school and legit, so we're going to put it on broadcast. Now, nobody's going to pay us to broadcast our show, so we'll have to have more money so that we can pay them with paid programming access between other fine shows and being broadcast to insomniacs and shut-ins. Anyway, our show would be wonderful. It would catch on and potentially change nothing.
If we had $1 million, we would buy Twitter followers for you so that your quips could go viral.
Happy birthday, JP Clauson, with $1 million, baby. This could be you. Happy birthday from the Gauntlet.
If we had $1 million, we could have a 90s style LAN party with 16 of your closest friends until the year 2022.
I had to dig up the old AKL fraternity sweatshirt for you. And I can tell you, if I had $1 million, you and I would build the largest frat house. Probably not in Indiana, I'd probably put it in Vegas, and you'd be a little sister chairman. Happy birthday, pal.
If I had $1 million, I would buy you an island.
So we hear you have $1 million to spend, and so we decided to go ahead and spend some of it for you. So we bought you something we know you'll love. You're good for the money, I'm sure. So here we go. We'll show you what we got ya. We bought you your very own RV. Here you can do your dishes because you'll want to take care of Jill, of course. And here's your refrigerator already stocked with some of your favorite boiler gold. So when you're on the road to Nebraska, cheering on the boilers. And here's the bedroom for you and Jill. So happy travels and happy birthday.
If I had $1 million, I'd travel the world with you.
You and I have been friends for a long time. I figured if we had $1 million, we'd go to every Cubs game for a year. We'd write about it, write a book. They'd have us in the dugout by the time we were done. So at the end of that, by the time the book is done, we'll be rich on top of it.
Oh, hi. You know, if I had $1 million to share with the birthday boy JP, I think I would give it all to him as a bribe to have my picture on a puzzle, because apparently none of those are good enough.
If I had $1 million and I had to spend it with JP, I would
buy you a Fountain Diet Coke machine for your newly remodeled kitchen.
So you don't drink someone else's Sprite at Kings Island.
I would buy you Windseeker.
Because it's your favorite ride. Or we could go to Vegas and try and double it.
And I would buy you a monkey.
Happy 50th!
If I had $1 million, JP, I would give it to you so you could buy a summer home up at Summit Lake, right on the water, and we would spend a lot of summers together, including with your mother.
If I had $1 million was hanging out with you, I'd take you out to a dude ranch, get you fully cowboyed up, and see you wrestle some animals, because I think that'd just be picture perfect.
If I had $1 million, I think we'd spend at least $400,000 of it on basketball players so that we could see Purdue win a national championship in basketball.
No, that's good.
That you'd be a pariah in Lafayette after we were caught, and you may have to move, but at least $400,000 of it we would spend on that, knowing that Louisville spent $100,000 on one guy. I think
$400,000 gets you 2 players, yeah.
I think $400,000 might get us 2, 3, 4 players, so that would work. The rest of the money, let's spend $200,000 out of it on Vegas with a group of Purdue guys and getting a hangover type suite, having a good time.
Rent a tiger. Yep.
And we could rent a tiger. And then the other $200,000, I think we could spend on you and I just traveling the world together.
If I had $1 million, I'd go to Kings Island with you. We'd only spend it on the bottle game, and we just keep throwing and throwing until surely we win some sort of prize, and then we'll probably just get a very small stuffed monkey.
And by the way, if I had $1 million, you know what I would do? I'd buy luxury box seats for everybody that I know, like you guys and my family, and see the Cub games whenever we want to. Eat whatever we want to too. And in closing, we want to say, go Cubs go! Go Cubs go!
I think that we should take $1 million and pay down some student loans, and we will have to do that in a ratio of 7-3, with me receiving the 7, of course, and you receiving the 3. But maybe a social project together might be better, more meaningful in our communities, perhaps one for parents who think they can shove their kids in a car seat, drive home in peace while judging others. Well, this has been putting a lot of pressure on me to come up with something to spend our money on, but I was given an extension like a good Hallmeyer/Gross person, and the nice thing is we really pulled us out of our ass.
If I had $1 million to spend with you, I'd take you to the pet store and help you pick out all the best treats.
Ever since I've been little, my dad and I would talk about what we would do if we won the lottery and we had $1 million. So this question is simple. What I would do with the first half of the money is I would use it to have a director cast my dad as the star in his next movie. This movie would definitely be a comedy because my dad knows how to tell a joke, and it would absolutely be a smashing success. So after the movie is over and it's finally premiered, I'd use the rest of the money to throw the greatest after party ever with all the biggest celebrities, the biggest names in Hollywood, and it would be a blast.
Oh, there's a good riff coming up here, right here.
If we had $1 million, if we had $1 million, I would buy us some Bitcoin.
I wouldn't invest in real money because that's cruel.
Soon we'd have $2 million.
Like soon, like 2 weeks.
We'd be sticking red. Cause we'd have $2 million. Yeah, we'd have $2 million. Yeah, we'd have $2 million. That's enough to buy some serious stuff, like possibly a great big old paddle boat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
In the middle of the Wabash. Right between east and west, we call it the
Look at that
USS
idea.
Nice Clauson. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, JP.
Oh, didn't see you there. Happy 50th birthday, Dad.
Happy 50th birthday, Dad. Hope it's a good one.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP. Love ya.
Bye.
That's happy birthday, JP, in dolphin speak.
JP, I'm coming to you from my home office here in DC. I can't believe we both are approaching 50, and now you've made it. So happy birthday, and have a great one.
Happy birthday, JP.
Hey, JP, happy 50th birthday, buddy. Glad you made it to 50, and you're going to make it a lot longer than 50.
Be a centurion. Be a centurion.
So, good times, buddy. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, John Paul.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP, and I can't believe it's been 50 years since I got to hold you as that little tiny baby.
JP, happy birthday, pal. Happy 50th. Diamond Dave here, coming at you from Connecticut. Just want to wish you the happiest 50th birthday.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Hi, JP. This is your favorite godfather calling. Happy 50th birthday to you.
Happy birthday, JP. Wishing you many, many more.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, Mr. Clauson. Big 5-0, baby. Big 5-0.
AARP is in your future.
Happy birthday, John Paul. Bye-bye.
Just want to let you know, happy birthday, happy 50th birthday. It's a big milestone. Glad you made it.
Happy birthday, JP.
Birthday, JP.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy 50th, JB.
Happy birthday, brother. It's been great. I can't believe it's been almost 30 years since we first met, and now you're turning 50, and I've still got 3 years to catch up to you. Take care, man. Happy birthday. See ya.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday again, old boy. Hope you have 50 more.
And you're off. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Enjoy it. And I miss you. And look forward to celebrating with you next time we get together.
Happy 50th birthday, John Paul.
Hello, John Paul. I'm here in Nuremberg, Germany. We're in a Christmas market. I just wanted to wish you a very happy 50th birthday. So proud of you. You've been a great friend, and I always remember Christmas at your house was one of the favorite times of the year.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Happy 50th birthday, JP.
Happy birthday, JP.
Have a great 50th birthday, JP. Welcome to the club and have a fabulous day.
JP, this is Alex McDonald from Singapore, wishing you a happy 50th birthday. It's been great being your friend for 30 years and great sharing the planet with you for 50 years. I miss you so much and love you. Bye, JP. Happy birthday.
We hope you have a great birthday, JP.
Flashback to 1987. I've known you for 30 years. Happy birthday, JP. Love you to the moon and back, and can't wait for the next 50.
Hey Dad, happy birthday from me and everyone at the Cincinnati Reds. I can't believe it's your birthday. You've been my biggest supporter. I will never forget you coaching all my soccer games and sitting at all my dance recitals. And now you're hitting your 50th birthday. So thank you for everything you do, and I hope you love this video. All your friends, family, and I love you so much, and I hope you have the greatest 50th birthday ever.